GPT-4o, Claude, Gemini. You think multimodal means image generation. Wrong kind. The useful kind is something completely different, and you're already paying for it. This is the practical guide. By the end, you'll know how to send images, audio, and documents to any major model and get structured data back. No new library, no new model. You already have everything you need. Let me fix your mental model first. Multimodal means the model accepts media alongside text. Images, audio files, PDFs, video frames. You prompt it the same way you always have. You just attach a file with your message. Your app sends a prompt plus media to the API. The model processes them together and returns text, JSON, or structured data. One request, one response. Waiting. But there's a catch. Think of text-only prompting like calling tech support and describing your error message over the phone. Multimodal prompting is sending a screenshot. Same support agent. Wildly better outcome. Here's the thing. You don't need a new model or a new library. You need to pass an array instead of a string. That's the whole upgrade. One line of code. Let me show you. This is the OpenAI pattern. The content field becomes an array. Text object, then image URL object. Anthropic and Gemini use almost identical structures. Swap the SDK, keep the shape. Two ways to send the image. URL, the model fetches it directly. Base 64, you encode the bytes and send them inline. URL is faster to prototype. Base 64 is better in production when you control the file location. 5 use cases developers actually reach for, based on community-reported adoption. Document extraction is number 1, clearest return on investment. UI screenshot debugging is number 2. Every one of these used to need a specialized library. A full HD image costs around 1,500 tokens with Claude. That's the model's cap for Sonnet, per Anthropic's pricing documentation. For context, this entire section's narration runs under 200 words. Let that sink in. 100 daily users, 1 full HD image each. That's around 150,000 extra tokens before you've written a single line of logic. Resize before sending. Keep the long edge under 1,500 pixels. That's Anthropic's documented cap. Don't skip this step. The model doesn't need full resolution. Keep your long edge under 1,500 pixels, Anthropic's documented cap for Sonnet. Pre-resize it yourself, and your token costs and latency both drop. This is the one most developers miss entirely. Send an image. Include a JSON schema in your prompt. The model fills in the fields. Spoiler, that's all it takes. Invoice, screenshot, dashboard all become structured data with the same prompt pattern. I've run this exact pattern across 3 production projects: invoices, receipts, scanned forms. Pass the image, describe the schema. According to Anthropic's documentation, vision models can extract text from arbitrary document layouts, different fonts, different languages, rotated fields. The system prompt carries the schema, field names, types, and what to return when a value is missing. Use null, not empty string. Easier to filter downstream and won't break JSON schema validation. Before, someone types out every invoice field by hand. 30 minutes per document, errors at scale, no audit trail. After, 1 API call, under 2 seconds, clean JSON with the full prompt logged. Nobody goes back to the manual process voluntarily. Any image, any document, any screenshot, it's all structured data now. No OCR library, no scraper, just a schema and a prompt. Let's put all of this together into something you can actually ship. Image input for anything visual, audio for anything spoken. Combine them, and you get the hardest to replicate workflows, real-time meeting intelligence, accessibility tools, multi-document synthesis. And this is where it clicks. My read is that apps using all three modalities have the hardest to replicate moat right now. 4 steps to a production-ready multimodal app. Pick your model based on which modalities you need and your cost envelope. Resize and compress input before sending. Put a JSON schema in your system prompt. Handle missing fields with null and retry once on failure. 5 workflows you can ship this week. Screenshot to test case, invoice image to JSON database row, error screenshot to debug context, dashboard image to data array, voice note to action items list. None of these need more than 50 lines of code. You don't need a new model. You don't need a new library. Pass an array, attach a file. That's the whole thing. The short version. Multimodal means attaching media to your existing API call. Resize before sending. Token costs add up fast. JSON schema in your system prompt unlocks structured extraction. And the 4-step framework covers 90% of production use cases. The code for everything in this video is linked in the description. I ship one of these every day. Subscribe and the next one will be waiting.